I personally raised the issue with the governor of the central bank demanding for steeper fines, sir. If one bank is punished very well, they'll all wake up for this, especially during these trying times. We must be the house that protects the average consumer during these economic times.
Honorable, for bringing this very important and critical bill for an amendment. Sir, in advanced countries of the world, whenever your money is being taken without your consent, maybe as a result of fraud or anything related to it, on the reporting to the bank, is there in the law that the bank is going to pay you your money immediately, and is the responsibility of the bank to follow up who is the fraudster and recover their own money. If at the end of the day they fail to recover the money, that particular customer is not liable. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, this is a very important bill to Nigerians, particularly now that we have an online banking system dominating the financial institutions. Almost on daily basis, we used to neglect it because, or ignore it, because it's a negligible amount. Even today, I can confirm to you in this chamber, some people saw an alert that they did not know exactly how it emanated. 5 naira, 10 naira, 20 naira, sometimes you ignore it, it's nothing. But I want you to calculate, by the time it's done to 20 million people, is 20 million naira times 5, how much is it? So what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is a very important bill that all members should be on the same deck to save Nigerians, particularly the vulnerable ones.
All of us are vulnerable.
Very good. So because if we cannot legislate and make it in such a way that banks will be liable for any fraud in your account, immediately they will remit or refund you immediately, and they follow where the money is taken from your account. That is the most important thing we should insert in this bill.
Speaker, as you rightly said, we are all victims of this, and only extreme fines, as stated by Honorable Jaha, will put the commercial banks who make a lot of profit in line. The burden should not be on the Nigerian consumer, regardless of his status. It should be on the bank. I believe NDIC insures deposits. So we have to legislate and amend the Bofia Act. I had the pleasure of working on the Act as a legislative aide in the last Senate, sir, and I can tell you there's a lot of improvement that is needed. So I agree with the mover of this amendment, and I certainly hope we all support it collectively. I personally raised the issue with the governor of the central bank demanding for steeper fines, sir. If one bank is punished very well, they'll all wake up for this, especially during these trying times. We must be the house that protects the average consumer during these economic times. I commend the mover of this amendment. It's excellent work. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. I want to hear Tesuaju, Kajola, and Iwajo, our federal constituency. I may suggest that we could include what we call a push payment scam, wherein even when you make a payment to somebody that you are not actually meant to pay. Take for instance, I'm meant to pay my colleague here, and unfortunately I made a mistake in putting the account number, and I made a payment to another person. The bank should be responsible for refunding that money, because most customers still have challenges in having their money back in this, and it's called a push payment scam. So this one could be included, not only unauthorized deduction, it should include a wrong payment to different voter. It even happens to me 2 days ago. I made a payment to another person, and today the bank has refused to actually pay me back the money, and I can't even locate the person. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Federal constituency, Mr. Speaker, I'm from Plateau State. This is very important indeed. I'm just lending a voice and doing a quick addendum on this. We have been all victimized by this. I've been victimized a couple of times, like my fellow colleague just said here. Make a payment to people and then it's the wrong payment. You get to the bank trying to retrieve the money back. They will tell you clearly to go on doing investigation yourself, subjecting Nigerians to undue costs. You spend a little more than even what is being taken from you in trying to investigate and get the person back. I believe this will be the responsibility of the bank or the financial institution. In the first place, they're supposed to have put in good securities that wouldn't have happened. I want to lend my voice in that regard, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. We'll be ready second time. Say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. It is important to know that as we refer this bill to the appropriate committee, they have a lot of work to do to incorporate some of these issues that have been raised in the course of this debate. Please, clerk, read the long title.
Good afternoon. This is a bill for her to amend banking and other financial institution, another related matter. The background, my dear colleagues, the Banking and Other Financial Institution Act was last amended and assented to by the President, Federal Republic of Nigeria in 2020. There is an alarming rise of bank fraud or unauthorized withdrawal of deposit funds in Nigeria. In the banking industry, about 101,801 cases was reported in 2022 and 48,703 cases reported in 2023. Very more of it were never reported, making bank customers lose several billions of naira. This bill is in consideration to the uprising of various financial crimes within the country, with many of such passing through financial institutions, or we can call it commercial banking system. Dear honorable colleagues, we all know that virtually all banking transactions are done electronically, which means that transactions can either be ATM, POS, direct cash transfer. In essence, what this bill is meant to address is, let me give a brief example. My very self is a customer of Bank A, and my money has been removed unconstitutionally without my authorization. Upon noticing of this, I went straight to my Bank A to report. My Bank A confirmed that XYZ amount of money has been removed from my account. I requested from my banker to let me know who did that withdrawal. Unfortunately, my bank told me they could not tell me the identity, that I should go to police station. I rushed down to police station. Police station, after passing the normal hurdle, I was given the statement to fill. After filling the statement, I took it to my Bank A. My Bank A told me again I needed to go to magistrate to bring an affidavit or to bring order so that they could release the identity of the fraudster to me. Upon further conversation with them, they told me the only thing that could save me and other victims was to go and legalize the exposure or disclosure of the fraudster. So that is why I've come to this House chamber today to save everybody, including but not limited to members here that might have false. So that is the objective.
Thank you.
Of the bill.
Well laid.